Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is, you know who. I don't want to say it again because that recording says it too many times. Anyway, this is Laura, and welcome to Mediumship and Messages with me, Spirit Medium Laura. There is a website for the show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And on that website, you will see 4 items. The first is how to get a discount with for a private session with me. That's item 1 on that page. Number 2 is how to be in to win a private session with me. That's item 2 on that page. And since I'm on that subject, might as well say all you need to do is join my mailing list. It's a monthly contest, and all you're competing with are those that have joined during the month we're in. Item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com allows you to do the 8 no wait. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. That's the 8 no wait, item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And item 4 on spiritmediumtv.com is a live video feed of my bopping head in front of a camera. So if you like to see my ugly face make faces at you or cry, Lord only knows what I do during the show. I can never watch myself. It's kind of painful to watch myself doing this, but I do it because it allows people to find me on various social media like YouTube. Also provides for me evidence. If today I got 2 to 3 phone calls, I don't know what was up with that, of people calling to inquire, well, you know, I'm a skeptic. And I said, well, I do provide live, real, and raw readings, videos of me doing readings for your benefit, so that you can see what it is, what this work is, and if it is right for you, because it's not a perfect process. As many of you may know that listen to the show regularly, it's not a perfect process. It's a very interesting process, but not a perfect process. If any of you are in a noisy background, I ask that you please find a quiet place, because I cannot work if there's too much noise in the background, and you can hardly hear me, perhaps, as well. So if you're outside and there's a lot of wind around or whatever, please try to find yourself a quiet location, and one without interference, because your undivided attention rather to the show creates the best connection for psychic answers. First half of the show is going to be the following. First 30 minutes, I'm going to be doing some patter like I'm doing right now, but hopefully have a little bit more substance in a second or two. I will be talking about a subject tonight that is our highlight subject. Then I will do a meditation / energy connection, and I will do a group message from the ones, and that is a group of light beings that cares to speak to you through me, mostly about you finding and creating the best life possible for you in this dimension called Earth. There's lots of dimensions, infinite dimensions, actually. And as I was told once, the dimensions are always shifting and changing. So it's kind of interesting, truly, that we live in one vibration, but it's not set nor fixed. Which, by the way, should be motivating to you to know that you can change your life, change your minds, change your thinking, change your life. So what was it I was going to talk about today? We have a couple of people who made donations. That's important. So I'll be getting to them in a little while. And what I will be doing after the channel group message is mediumship. Those people that are waiting in the queue to talk to the other side. Usually that's about 15 to 20 minutes. There's one, Amber, is waiting for that. 15 to 20 minutes into the show. And Susie B, who's a beautiful lady in the background on the phone lines, is screening callers and already found one who wants an other side connection. So that's about 15 to 20 minutes into the show. And our highlight tonight, our focus subject, will be about stress. Okay. Not only is stress the silent killer, very aging, can make you older before your time. It can increase chance of disease, anything from cardiovascular, heart attack, that kind of thing, right on up through cancer. Today I was studying the subject of cancer because a dear friend of mine, her spouse has cancer, and she was very, very upset. So I said, I will do a little bit of investigation. Of course, it's basically the same thing for all health issues. It's always the same thing. I'm a lean certified health coach in addition to doing this intuitive work. The health coaching is a supportive mechanism, because I really consider myself first an intuitive clairvoyant healer medium, and secondly, I use all this other stuff, all this information to support a lot of the work I do. In any event, the basic formula for health is the same over and over and over and over and over again. It's a highly nutritious plant-based diet, and if you are going to have any kind of flesh, let it be fish, primarily, that kind of a thing. So mostly greens, 4 to 5 servings of greens a day. Exercise, at least a minimum of 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Walking is a good one, brisk walking. I'm giving you the very low end. Let's say if you did 4 things right, improved your nutrition, which is plant-based nutrition with some complementary high-quality protein, either vegan, vegetarian, or if you do want to have animal flesh, which may or may not work for you, then you need to have grass-fed animals and or wild caught fish. So that's a basic formula in real food versus anything that is commercialized and chemically based. You want organic. Okay, you want organic, real food in the categories I just mentioned. You want to be exercising. You also want to lower your stress level. And then what else? Oh, there could be some supplements, and again, these things are always up to the opinion of certain people. But vitamin D is extremely important, and omega-3s are extremely important. So those are just a few highlights of the health aspects of it. But I was going to talk about another tool for stress management, and recently. So actually lately, I don't know why, but I have been feeling very, very anxious. And my stomach, I literally have a pain in my solar plexus, and I'm not quite sure why. Uh, there have been some things going on personally, but I thought I had it all under control. But in any event, Saturday morning, it reached a crescendo. It reached a high level where I was really thinking, this is killing me, this stressful feeling. I don't know what to do. So something came in, an inspiration, an intuitive inspiration, and that was to do a meditation. But in the meditation, connect the stressful situation with the peaceful center, the core of the meditation. So first you go into the meditation, then you bring up the situation that is stressful to you, and then you just sit in it, you enter it, and you allow it to be there until the emotional charge of the situation dissipates. Actually worked really, really well. So I'm offering this to you, and we'll do a little bit of an exercise about this today, of how to dissipate, break up and release, let go of something that may be bothering you. It could be money, it could be love, whatever it is. Earth is a place of stress. It's just built into the basic fiber of our existence on Earth. As a matter of fact, as souls, we choose to incarnate here so that we experience the existential crisis of separateness, being separated from Source, from God, or maybe an idea there is no God, there is no Source, and we are all disconnected, laboring and competing with each other for resources. That is the existential crisis. We are mortal, not immortal. And so the challenge then for all of us, each and every soul that's listening to the show and each and every soul that's not listening to the show, is to connect to that constant, steady source of nourishment, nurturing, call it spiritual peacefulness, whatever you might want to call that. And Eckhart Tolle, author of the book The Power of Now, would call it being in the now. So how do we do that? The first thing that I do, and I recommend you might want to do it, is click to that article. You can see it on the right side of my website. If you're listening to this radio show in the future, if you simply search the website for stress as a keyword, this article will come up. Stress as a keyword. And so the way is to find a meditation that you like. Usually it should be mindful. One that I really like, I'll tell you what mindful means in a second, but one I really like is linked in the article. It's on YouTube, and it's a theta meditation. It always relaxes me. But if you're going to do a strictly mindful meditation, the way it is done is by sitting in perhaps not perhaps, in an upright position with a straight spine, and start to breathe abdominally and through your stomach area, just breathing in and out calmly and slowly and starting to focus on the breath. That is probably the most classic form of mindful meditation. Many people have trouble with that. So if you do, you might want to use a mantra, maybe the word peace. Focusing on that on the inhale, the word peace, and then on the exhale, peace. But the idea is not to think when you're doing this, but to put the mind into a quieted state of now, of being. Not thinking, just being. And as you enter that state then, and I guess it would have to be done more with the meditation on YouTube than just in a mindful meditation. But as you stay in this quiet space, you will then bring in the subject, the topic that is causing you, or you think is causing you, stress. And you'll notice that it is charged. It's filled with electricity, filled with negative electricity. Maybe it makes you feel very anxious. You're afraid of losing something. You're afraid of not getting something. You're afraid there's not enough of something. Whatever it is. Maybe you're over a certain age and you're getting older and you've got health problems. Or you never had love. You never got married. Maybe there's not enough money. You don't think you're ever going to retire. Whatever it is. So we're going to do this now. So I'd like you all. I'll walk you through the whole thing. And when we're done with that, I'm going to go right into the channeling. So I'm going to do it all combined. So I'd like you all listening, if you would please sit back in your seat and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to breathe in deeply and to exhale deeply from the abdominal area, releasing and relaxing any tension that you might feel, and uncrossing your arms and your legs, your hands, your fingers, all parts of your body, uncrossing. And as you do that, just do it again. Breathe in deeply. Breathe it out deeply. I'm going to prepare for the show, and then I'll give you the exercise in a moment. So if you are wanting an other side connection at this moment, please call in your desired loved ones from the other side and have a reunion, a hello with them. If you're wanting a life question answered, then please ask Spirit. Focus your mind on it and then ask Spirit to answer your question during the show, or at least in life, at some point that you get an answer to your life question. Continuing to breathe abdominally. On your next exhale of breath, I would like you to release into your space your energy, and I will create a connection. One moment, please. Okay. And one of the messages I get, this must be more than one person in the audience is having or is afraid of having some problem in love. I see that in the energy fields about us right now. So when I get to life readings, we'll probably be talking about that. Okay, so now the rest of the exercise, continuing to breathe abdominally, everyone listening, breathing in and breathing out. I would like you to quietly Focus on an issue that you're worried about, whatever it is. Get it clear in your mind. Feel the stress around that situation for a moment, please, as you continue to breathe deeply from your abdominal area. Continuing to breathe abdominally and focusing in on the anxiety around the situation. And now I would like you to attempt to breathe into that situation, the feeling of peacefulness you're getting as you breathe in and out. So breathe in again deeply. And on exhale, blow that breath into the situation, allowing yourself to feel it break up and melt away. Good. Breathe in again deeply from your abdominal area. And breathe out your energy into the situation, soothing it, calming it, melting it away. We'll do that one last time. Breathe in deeply from your abdominal area. And breathe in energy to that situation, allowing the calm feeling you have to supplant any anxiety that you have connected with this situation. And you can do this anytime you have anxiety about anything, and asking God, in addition, to take care of this for you, literally handing it up to a higher power and releasing it so. Doing this all the time, anytime that you feel any anxiety about anything, remember to do the meditation release exercise, and also ask that Spirit God handle it for you. You hand it to them and they take care of it for you. And do this all the time. Don't ever forget. Now I'm going to go into a channeling state with a group message. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We are extremely grateful for being invited into the show. Again, thank you all for listening to us. We have been waiting here on the sidelines, eager to speak to you about health, nutrition, and your own heart. Your heart, meaning your soul's center, also needs to receive the proper nutrition that you need to do for your body is also needed for the heart. The heart cannot get along, the spiritual heart cannot get along without daily sustenance. The sustenance comes from understanding yourself, taking time out every day to take inventory of who you are, what you want, and moving from a mindless state to a mindful state, touching base with your feelings and addressing anything that feels out of whack, that has anxiety attached to it, or emotional discord. Those situations are there for your healing, your spiritual health, and your growth. They are not there to torture you as if you were a fly stuck on fly paper. They are rather there to help you understand yourself better and to give yourself the complete nourishment that a soul deserves, that a human body attached to a soul deserves. And so we say to you every day, take a time out for yourself, for your soul's self, to hear what is written in your heart, to release those feelings, to think about them, to address them, and to find solutions. Most solutions will come from a higher power or a higher source. It is easier, rather than you as a human, to try to handle it yourself, but rather say to Spirit God, please take this discord and solve it for me. You will find that your life will take on a better rhythm to it, a happier rhyme, and your step will be lighter with a daily practice of quiet contemplation and release. Namaste. Oh, that was a very nice message, something that I think we all can benefit from, myself included. Okay, so I'm going to go to a couple of other side connections, and then I will get to. We have a couple of donations also. We have a we have Jeff and Amber for other side connections, and we have Sharon who's made a donation, and I believe there was a Chelsea. Look, there she is, Chelsea. Okay, good. And there's a lot of other people waiting. Okay, first going to go to Amber. Hi, Amber. How are you tonight?
Hello.
Hi, Amber. How are you tonight?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, honey. I'm good. So where is 413 area code, my dear?
Massachusetts.
Oh, are you in Western Massachusetts?
I am.
Okay, because they were telling me you're in the West, but when you said Massachusetts, I said, well, you're not in California. So I assumed it must have been Western Massachusetts. Then you're in the.
Yeah.
They're telling me you're in the boonies. You're not in a very populated area, but you like it there very much, and you love nature, and you're very kind to the forest. Oh, interesting. All these little kind of ideas with you. Okay, so let's go with Amber, and she's wanting to speak to somebody on the other side, a member of her family who deceased slowly and not obviously over time. It's a slow transition to the world of spirit for this particular person. Oh, interesting, the way they're bringing the messages in for you. And there was like almost as if this person had one foot in this world, one foot in another world towards the end of, I believe it's a female, her life, which to me means that maybe she was not fully cognizant of what was going on, or maybe had lost some cognition capabilities or faculties, but I will find out in a moment. And so I see that she's, whoever this is, feels like she's more of a mother figure or female, I'll just say that, an older person. She has brown hair in its original color, but as she gets older, it's graying. It's shorter side, but not terribly short, layered cut. The reason I stop is things come in. I don't know what to do with them half the time. Okay, slender figure, slender physique. There's something about the legs or the lower, the calf area to the ankles. I don't know if this is indicative of a health issue or not, but I will let you know that the ankles are thick. They're wide, as if maybe she's either holding water in that area, or that she just had wide ankles, but that's a distinctive quality that is being shown to me. She says she was very mature for her age, which can mean a lot of things, and I'm going to ask her what she means by that. And she also says you were the apple of her eye. She has a straight nose, narrow bridge, not terribly, it's like an average sized nose, but a beautiful straight nose, high forehead, high cheekbones, kind eyes, and she says you were the apple, and now she's plum of my eye. But there's something about mature and age. Let me see what she means. I think what she's saying is that she lived to a mature age, but I just need to find out. Did you mean you lived to a mature age, please? Yes, I lived to a very mature age. I aged slowly. I left Earth slowly. It was a simple, long, and very special transition for all around. When I did finally transition, I was very, very peaceful. I was very, very comfortable, surrounded by friends and family. And she shows me heart, as if the heart stopped at the end. I'm not sure if it was actual cardiac arrest or just kind of stepping off into the abyss kind of a thing, but I see something going on with the heart also. She says, you were very kind to me my whole life. She has a funny way of saying things. That's why I keep stopping, because she says things. I don't know what she means by that, because I think what she means is you were a great child, okay? But the way she said it is you were kind to her. You were kind to her when you were young. So I think what she's trying to say is you were a good child, but I don't want to put words into her mouth. Okay, now, from all these things I'm saying, I'm sorry, but I had to get the words out because they were coming fast. Does this make sense to you, honey?
Right.
Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, that's my meme.
Your meme? Okay. All right. She loves you so much. Your meme. She says that. She says that name. She says it used to drive me crazy. You always she always was teasing me with the meme thing. Okay. She also shows me a son under her, so somehow there's also male down the family line from there. I believe it's immediately under her. So if it's a grandma, then you have an uncle, or it's your father's mother, or you could have a brother or son yourself. I don't know. It looks to me, from the way she's showing it to me, it's right under her. There's a male. Is it male? Does that make sense to you, sweetheart, for meme? Are you there, Amber? Did I lose Amber? Oh, I think I lost Amber. What happened? Okay, wasn't that nice? Now, does anybody remember Amber's area code? I think it was 413. Amber, call in, honey, and I will finish that in a few months. There it is. Okay. Is that you, Amber?
She likes to disconnect me. Yeah, she likes to disconnect me always.
Oh my God, really? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God, that is, and I'm like, oh God, do you understand what I mean when she shows me a male right under her down the family line?
What do you, a male what?
In other words, she had a son, I believe. Do you understand that, please?
She has two.
Okay, good. So, because she showed it to me, it wasn't like your kid or anybody else. It was just right under her. There's a family member that's male, or at least one. Okay, good. She's a very kind and sweet person, gentle soul, gentle temperament. She took care of you for a long time when you were young. Feels that like as if she was involved in raising you, although not. I get a feeling like she was maybe a grandparent. I don't know who Meme is, but like as if, okay, I get that feeling because she's not your mother, but she's involved in caring and raising you and being around you. And oh my goodness, she says something about, whew, I don't know what to say with this one. And oh well, she says she spanks you from time to time also, but not very hard. She's laughing about it. She says, you know, you were a little bit on the. Before she said you were kind to her, now she says you're a little devilish when you were a kid. She loved every moment of it, okay? Good little girl. She also shows me you had curls in your hair. Like you must have natural curl or wave to your hair. She shows me that when you're a little kid. Yeah. She loves you so much. Oh my God. Apple of her eye. Apple of her eye. She says, now do well in school, my dear. Do well in your schooling so you can get ahead. You have a lot coming up for you that you haven't really finished yet. She says, eventually one day you'll finish it all. I know it seems endless for you, but she says you do need to go ahead and get all of that finished, like credentials or something. Are you in the middle of schooling yourself, please?
I'm actually, how do I word it? I'm actually wanting to publish a book about like my synchronicities and spirituality and stuff. So I got to get the ball on the move with that.
Oh, well, she makes it seem like you have to learn something more, get credentials more to help with that. So, you know, whether or not, yeah, I don't know what that means, honey. Maybe that's what you're thinking is I need to know more before I finish this book or something. But it feels like there's an academic aspect to it that would be there. It's like getting a PhD, but maybe a PhD in life, if you will. You have a lot of okay, she says you have a lot of academic performance history in your life. So that would mean that you're good academically or very smart. She says you've done very well with yourself. You have a very good brain. You're a very smart girl. She says now get to it. Get to it. Don't stop anymore. She says you've been lollygagging or not doing what you need to do. And there's something about you having a brother who's not listening either to anyone, especially you, and there's a problem there with your brother. He's a problem person. She says, I wish he would leave you alone sometimes. Okay, now I want to connect this for you. Do you feel your brother sometimes criticizes you, honey?
No, I don't, but he's struggling right now.
He's struggling? Okay. Well, there's something about his struggling that affects you and brings you down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you feel sometimes looking at him that life is hard? Life is difficult?
Totally.
Yeah. Well, she's bringing this into, I guess she wants to give him slight little, patting on his behind. Not, she's not a violent person, your grandma, obviously, you mean.
Yeah.
But she's very sweet, she says, I wish I could get him going with his life. She says, little I can do here for anybody. She says, especially you and him. She says, but I do want you to know I live on, and I'm happy and content in the spirit world. And there's something about a piece of jewel. Well, your name is a piece of jewelry, actually, or a special, right? But there's something about jewelry and you and grandma that's very important. There's a piece of jewelry
I have her bracelet
right now. Okay, that she gave you. She wants you to know that she knows that you're holding it or it's near you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweetheart?
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. God bless, honey. And thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Jeff, I think it is. Yes, Jeff. Hold on. And then we will go on to the donations right away. Jeff, where'd you go? All right, I'm afraid to pick up the phone these days. Something happened last week. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for calling in, darling. And so you are wanting an other side connection. And you're at 954 area code. By the way, everybody, I live near Jeff. We're all in Southeast Florida. It's a beautiful place. I kind of feel there's a female for you in spirit, like a mother figure, very clearly. I don't know who you want to speak with, but I'm just going to go there for a moment and see whoever that is, if that will develop. Unless you have a higher... I'm giving you an option here, babe. Do you have a higher goal here? Is that because I can go in that direction, but I have a sneaking suspicion that there may be somebody else hidden under that one that you're more wanting to speak with?
You can go with the female figure. That's fine.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. See what we can do here. Come on in. This is for Jeff. 954. Mother. Female here, mother here, mother figure. I want you to go broad for the moment, Jeff. Okay, I feel that there was illness. Feels like, First she gives me the feeling of cancer, then she's talking about heart, so I don't want to say anything just yet. I need you to come in clearer, please. This is for Jeff. Okay. Whoever this is shows me pictures of herself when she was younger. She shows me having lighter hair color as a natural color, like blondish. Very pretty woman. She also seems to be dressed in an outfit. This is in the past when she's younger, okay? Where she's like she's dressed as a nurse. Or someone in health field, if you want to go a little broader, or somebody as a caretaker type. A very pretty woman. She gives me the impression, though, that coughing lungs. Health issues for a long time. Didn't transition easily. Was difficult, and felt. She felt like she was almost thrown overboard from a boat. That's a weird way to say something. Like as if she couldn't get her breath. Okay, she couldn't get her breath, and it was a stumbling out of earth. It was not an easy transition whatsoever. There's a lot of suffering there. It was a very traumatic transition for her. She says you were there most of the time to help her. You're a very strong and stoic individual. She really appreciates your help for being there for her. I'm sorry I don't have a better description of her physicality, because I see her younger, not older right now. There was one other thing, which was in the very beginning, a feeling of statuesqueness or height to her physique. Now, does this fit together for you, please, Jeff?
Yeah, it sounds like my grandmother.
Okay.
And my parents were divorced, and she was basically my mom and dad.
Oh,
so
okay.
She raised me.
Okay. Yeah, she gives me a feeling of height to her figure, or at least narrow, and there just seems to be some height there. Height is difficult because sometimes somebody's smaller if they're just narrow build, but I got a feeling of height to her. Would that make sense to you, please, about Grandma?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. She said, oh, she's cute. She has a sense of humor. She says, yeah, I was tall most of my life. Okay. She was tall most of my life. She says, I gave you a good Oh, I gave you a good run for your money now, didn't I? I wasn't easy on you as a boy. I was hard on you, she says to you. I was hard on you. I raised you well, though, and I'm very proud of what I did in raising you, Jeff. She says, I gave you good morals, and I believe I gave you good self-esteem. At least I tried the best I could. That coughing and lung problem, she talks about it again, phlegm all down in her throat and her chest. She's mixing all these words up together for me to go back to the lung issue. I guess she wants me to ask you, do you understand lung issues, breathing issues, please?
Yeah, she had emphysema.
Okay. That was a really difficult for her. You probably know this because she already said you were brave. You were brave for her. And it was hard. It was a really difficult transition. She says, I tried to do the best I could. And not showing you everything. She says, but it finally, it took its toll, and I was a mess. It was not easy to be around. It was difficult. She actually shows me herself in a bed right now and coughing a lot, using an inhaler, and coughing so much once that she's knocking everything off the bed table or the bed stand, whatever was around her. There's also a sense of a dog that is with her in the spirit world. A dog, let me see if I could get anything with this dog. A dog that was left with her for a while when you were young, and she cared for it. So it was around you then, I would assume. Did you have a dog growing up, please, Jeff? Do you remember a dog, please?
Yeah, we had a German Shepherd.
Oh, okay, great. I was going to give you the description visual. I just wanted to know if you had a dog, and I was going to say it looked like it was a medium to large dog with a curled up tail and kind of a long snout. So there you go with the German Shepherd, but it's irrelevant for me to say that afterwards. She's got that dog with her also, and she says he takes care of her now. He watches out for her now. She's saying this on purpose so that you don't worry about her. Okay. She says, you have a heart of gold, Jeff. You're such a good guy. She says, you've done so much with your life on your own. She says, sometimes you feel very alone. Sometimes you feel very alone. She says, don't take that to heart. She says, things will pick up and things will change in your life, and then you won't be alone anymore. She says, of course, when we understand spirit, we all know that we're never alone. It's just on earth we have the illusion of being alone. She's saying this to everybody, by the way, Jeff, and then some of it for you. Does that make sense to you, honey?
It sure does.
Oh, well, she's trying to give you moral support for the future. She's saying through me that your life will get back on track, that you will find, I'm assuming, a companion that you want and need, and that everything will be just right for you. She says, she uses the word porridge, like to mean you're nourishing food every day. Eat well, take care of yourself, and take care of your heart. She says, I'm with you all the time, Jeff. She says, I'll never skip a beat for you. Okay, my dear?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And so now we're going to go to Chelsea. Oh, well, first we're going to go to Sharon, who's a wonderful, lovely lady who has made a donation. She didn't want me to mention it because she's very charitable. You really are charitable. But I just want to say thank you so much for that. I know. But everybody listening, if you do want to jump to the head of the queue ever on any show, then just go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item 3 is the 808, and donate 8. It goes in part to help animals, dogs included, Sharon. Okay, my sweet, just give me your... I know. Just give me your...
question, right?
Yeah, just the question, no background. Okay. Go ahead, love.
Okay, Laura, after a year and a half, I have been offered a job. I am like pinching myself. It's supposed to start Monday, the 28th, okay? It's a great job, great pay, benefits. Is this job going to go through? I've had so many disappointments in the last year. Be honest, this job is going to go through. I get a yes. It's going to come through fairly easily. And I feel guilty saying this because, I'm only as good as this. I don't know. Sometimes I could be wrong. So if I give you false hope, but the message coming in is yes. And I'm going to give you some reasons why, and maybe we can allow you to connect the dots on that for validation. So let's see. This is for Susan, 216. Okay. Well, you've worked very hard for this job. It's not like you're just a fly-by-night and you came in without credentials. You know what you're doing. You have the secure background that they're looking for. They use the word spirit secure on purpose for some reason. And also you're very
secure background is being used. Why, Spirit? Because you're very good at what you do. So you have a very secure background, has no cracks in it, so to speak. You've also passed all the tests they're looking for, and I feel there's some kind of a background check and all that other stuff. You've done all that well.
Yeah.
They're looking.
They're doing that right now.
Okay, well, you'll pass that
They're
also.
doing it right now.
Okay, you'll do that. You will pass that. That'll be another thing you'll know about. And also that there's something about helping people, and you've proven yourself as a very loving, kind helper of sorts, and that is exactly what they're looking for. You also have a very genteel way about you, a soft-spoken way about you, which is also another thing that they're looking for. You've looked far and wide for a job of this significance in your life. It's not like you can't find employment. You can find employment, but it's the right employment, and this is better for you than other jobs, and so that's why you hold your breath for it. I'm saying all these things for your confirmation that we're on the right path here to say you are going to get the job. Does this make sense to you, please?
Oh, Laura, yes. I took 2 hours of testing. Yes, you're right, and it's going to start Monday. It's supposed to start Monday. There's not going to be any delays in it, is there?
Let me see. You should have it. You should have it starting on Monday. If it doesn't start on Monday, it would start Tuesday or Wednesday, which I know is not a big deal, but I do feel there could be a little bit of softness in the beginning.
That's okay. Oh, I can deal with that.
Well, actually, what I get is more like if Monday would be more like a day to get into their books and be processed, so you don't actually start doing the work till Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's probably why. But you should be a full-fledged employee on Monday. It's just that on Monday is more an orientation versus actually getting to the work.
You're right.
Oh, you know that. Okay, good. And I also feel that by Wednesday, Thursday of this week, you're going to be hearing from them. I'm surprised they're waiting so long. Well, they've given you every indication you have the job, and they would not be doing the back.
Well,
they wouldn't be doing the background check if it.
This week.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
They had to call my references, and I did my one reference didn't get the phone call, so I just emailed him. He's going to call out himself to give me the reference. You're right, but by this week I'll hear something. You said.
Well, I'm getting Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, and I also feel that they pretty much have told you of the job. Just a matter of these last things that they have to do.
I know. You're right.
And you will get good.
You will
get good references. You will pass the background check. And for some reason or other, they're so sure about you that these things that they're doing are just routine. They're like systematic. Yeah, they're not. It doesn't really hinge on you getting the job or not. And as a matter of fact, they wanted to know if you were available. And I think they might have even said, please hold yourself available because this is when we're going to want you. But that's a little bit, shall I say, how can I say that? Like as if it's a little bit one-sided. They want you to hold yourself available, but they haven't told you that you definitely have the job yet. But they're so sure that you have the job. They so want you. You have people there that really want you, that's why they told you that you would be starting on this date. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they have to follow protocol.
Protocol, right.
And yes, they wanted me to start a week early. Yes, Monday is the official date, the 28th. Oh, Laura, it's even more money than I would have settled for less money. It's just, oh my goodness. That's why I keep pinching myself. Anything else you want to add to it?
Well, I was just trying to give you the credibility for the yes. I want to give you some background of what was channeled in so that you'd have a sense of security at the answer. You're going to do really well at the job. You're going to like it very much, and your self-esteem is going to buoy higher than it ever was before because finally you're going to get the recognition that you deserve for years and years and years of cultivating this skill level and high level of expertise. So there you go.
Laura, thank you so much. Okay. Have a nice evening. I need
my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have
honey.
a nice evening.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to go to Chelsea. Chelsea, who's made a donation. Thank you, Chelsea, so much for your donation. It goes in part to help animals. Okay, so you have
Thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you, honey, for being here. So what is it that we can do for you, your guides and me?
I just wanted to ask about like career finances, like what you see in the next maybe like 6 months or a year.
Okay. So I'm going to make a question because I have to start with that. So Chelsea, area code 902. Do we see financial situation improving next 6 months to a year? Yes or no? Yes, they will improve. Yes, they will improve. You've done a lot of work on yourself to improve your financial situation. We mean by self is that you don't take anything for granted. It's not just a matter of getting a job. It's also a matter of money management and taking control of your finances, which you have done and or you're ready to do. And now that you're putting all these mechanisms in place, it looks to me, Spirit is showing it to me, that you would be able to save up for something that you want, like an investment. It looks like real estate or something. You've been looking forward to trying to build something for yourself for the future. It also looks like you have somebody you're responsible for, that you're wanting to have a family, but there's a child under you, maybe something you're wanting or that you're looking for, but I see you wanting to build something for the future. And all that's coming together in this year. You seem to be employed, okay? It's not a matter of employment, at least the way I'm getting it. Can you please confirm that, please, Chelsea?
I am currently employed, yeah.
Okay. But you're trying to build something, right, for your future?
Yeah, I want to leave my job.
Okay. So what I want to say is I'm getting a message that you're trying to make more money so that you can save up to build a future, a foundation, a financial foundation. So I will go to the real question, which is, will I get a better paying job? Is that what your real question is, honey?
Yeah, I want to leave my job and write a book.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's go to that question. I guess that's the real question. But does it make sense to, because what I'm getting is that you're trying to build a foundation financially for yourself by managing your money better and by buying some real estate. Then we'll go to the book and all that other business. I just need you to let me know if that makes sense to you, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to start a family and have a house to live in.
Okay. So all that's so what happens is, and everybody listening, and you is included, Chelsea, is when I don't have a real specific question, I get a big picture answer. So the big picture answer is things are going to be getting better for you. You're going to be making more money. You're going to be able to save for the future. Now, quit your job and write a book doesn't seem like it's supportive of that. So I need to see what's going on with that. This is for Chelsea. She's calling from 902. If you have I think you might have the video on in the background, honey. Do you have the video on? Because there's a feedback on the phone in my voice.
Oh, no, I don't have.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right, let me go now. Oh, there's something there. Okay, that's probably what it is. Hold on. Let me just see now. Book for Chelsea, yes or no? No, you're not going to write this book right away. Nope. It looks to me like you're going to end up taking care of the financial goals first before you start the book. And it looks, this is out a few years, okay? Because I see baby there, I see home, I see family, and then I see you starting the book. Right now, you can start creating, and then you'll be a stay-at-home mom, and you'll start writing that book then. For now, you're researching the book, and you're getting a lot of things that really are going to be important material for the book, and you can continue to do that. It feels like the book's something to do with health care, or something to do with taking care of the self and healthy self. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yeah, it'd be like self-help book.
Yeah, you're going to do well at this, okay? So just keep collecting the information, but a lot of living is going to happen in the interim before you actually quit a job to go and do the book. But the book will be published, and you will get ahead with this book. Okay, the book will become something of high notoriety for you. You will be known and seen and sought. And the book will be very successful. There will be a few different books, actually, not just one book. And you will really enjoy that future for yourself. So a lot of things coming in for you. But primarily, I see the money stabilizing, house, and a family coming in before the book actually starts to be published. You can start working on it now, though. Okay, honey?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to people who've been waiting the longest that I haven't been able to get to. And one of them is Edith. Now, Edith, sweetheart, if there's noise in the background, I won't be able to work with you. Hi, Edith. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's a little
Can you hear
quieter.
me?
Now I can hear you. You sound a lot better than before. Before it was like, oh my God, I don't know how we'll ever get through a reading with her on the
I know.
phone. Okay, so go ahead, sweetheart. Just give me your question, darling. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is, do you see the exact date when I'm going to get the disability?
Oh my goodness. Hold on for 1 second. There's a lot of karmic control over your life. There's a message that comes in that might be related to this, and that is that you've had a lot of bad luck. Karmic stuff. This is a lifetime of a high level of karma. You picked it for your soul's journey this lifetime to have a lot of things to get over, a lot of things to do. And I know at times, Edith, it might have felt like you weren't able to handle some of the burdens and things that you were given to take care of this lifetime. And I see that you've taken solace in God and a higher power to help you with that. This is just has to be said to you before I go to your disability message. Yes, you will get the disability on time.
Okay.
On time as expected. It feels I'm getting the message that you've gone through several iterations of working this through. It's not the first time that you've asked. In other words, you've gone through rejection in a few of them, and that you're ready now. They're ready now to proceed with you. Let me see. You will not be refused again. This is the last and final time, and you will get everything, including the back payments owed to you, which seem to be quite lengthy, a number of years. Again, back to you've had a lot to deal with this lifetime, Edith. Spirit knows this about you. You're a very kind and loving person. Your guides, some people call them angels. Your guides are very proud of you and what you have accomplished this lifetime. Things will be a bit easier from here going forward.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but there's no exact time period, this month, next month?
When you're getting the social, let me see. The disability, let me see here. When will it come in, Spirit? Not right away. It looks like 4 months. 3 to 4 months.
Oh, 4 more months?
Well, they say a few more months of worry will be involved before they finally cross the T's and dot the I's. It's all finalized, and nothing moves quickly with the government, as you know. But I think that you're going to be hearing from it soon. But it just has some last things that have to happen before it actually goes through. But it'll come through, and you're working with a lawyer right now, right? You're working with a law firm?
Well, not on that matter, on a probate situation.
Oh, interesting. Because all of a sudden I saw a lawyer and that something's going on with that. I hope I'm not crossing the answers. Hold on. You've done this all on your own. Wow. Well, I feel that they're going to be asking you for some more information just to finalize that, and then it will be given to you. So I get a few more months and a yes on that. Now the probate issue. What is probate? Probate is inheritance, isn't it? Usually, yeah. Probate's for inheritance. That's going to come. Yeah. That is going to come through as well. And the lawyers are doing an expert job of helping you with this. But that will take a little bit longer. First, you'll get the disability. Then the probate will come in sometime towards the end of this year to the beginning of next. Don't worry about it so much. Yeah, I feel that you're going to still have to rely on something else until you get the disability, like, I don't know, the kindness of strangers or family members or something like that. But you will get through all of this, darling, and don't forget to pray because it's gotten you this far. Okay. Okay, sweetie? Okay. All right, love. All right. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, I could feel the trauma and the waiting and the worrying and the waiting and the worrying. And all right, Susie, I will call you after the show, my dear, and we will work with you. I'm going for people who've waited the longest in the queue, and here's a person who's been waiting a long time, and her name is Rosie. Rosie, you've been patient.
Hi.
Hi.
I have been.
Oh, you poor baby. Go ahead, honey, and just give me the question.
So Laura, I'm curious to know, will I find love again?
Yes, you will, and it's very soon. You will not have to wait very long whatsoever. There's going to be a few people coming into your life. You'll actually have a couple of people to choose from. So to me, that means, let me just see what they mean by this. What does that mean, Spirit? You're going to have a couple of opportunities coming at the same time. Just because of the way it is, not because you're going to be going on an online dating site or anything. I was wondering about that. It's just the way it is, the way the clockwork is, the way the destiny works. It's like as if you go into a time and a vibration that attracts in a lot of opportunities. It seems like June, late June to early fall is going to be the time where you're going to have a few different opportunities. And there is somebody also from the past that will be coming in that you like very much. However, that, to your shock and dismay, will not be the one that you end up with. And there'll almost be a battle for your heart between 2 to 3 contenders. So not to worry, my dear. Sounds pretty exciting to me.
Wow. Yes, I think that is very exciting since, like, I don't have any features.
I know. Right now you don't. Right now you don't. But it looks like you will have.
Oh, it's like a drought. It's a drought.
Well, you know what? It can change in an instant. But I don't. But it's the funny thing is, when it rains, it pours. So in late June, it looks like everything kind of comes to a head, and everybody kind of wants you at the same time. And you've been sitting around now knitting and wondering and listening to the rainfall. But in a little while, things will be changing. Now, in the interim between now and June, there will be some dates here and there, but nothing that you're really wanting. And then at that time, everything sort of heats up and gets very exciting.
Okay. And then I think you said something about early fall.
Anywhere from late June to early fall. It all starts in that area. Those 3 months, that would be September, late June to September. So it's a summer kind of thing where all these, you're at 516 area codes. So you're up north, Long Island, So, everybody comes out of their homes in the spring and they're all, love is in the air. And, there is one person with a boat who will be a suitor of yours. I don't know if he's the one. There is a person from the past, by the way, that's going to be around also. I don't know if you know that or not. And whoever it is, I see one person with a boat, somebody that does some boating during the summer. That'll be one of your clues for validation. And there'll be a couple of other people. So just relax. Go about your business. Keep taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, and your soul. Keep working out, eating right, keeping yourself looking like the babe you are. And don't sometimes you can get like off track because nobody's around. You think, let me go eat that extra donut. No, do it for you. Do it for you, Rosie. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Take care, honey. Bye.
Thank you so much, Laura. Bye, honey.
Thanks. Bye. My mom, wasn't she very, very patient? Whoa. Very. We have so many people tonight. It's like the same thing in this show, and also in my business. This work I do is like sometimes it's so busy I can't keep up, and then other times it's quiet, which is fine. Quiet is important. I'm going to go to Cindy, who's wanting an other side connection, and I'm going to try to do it quickly. Cindy, hi, honey.
Hi, Laura.
How you doing, honey?
How are you this evening?
I'm doing great.
I'm good.
Good. I just want to say one thing before the show ends, because it will end in a moment or two, and I'll stay with you on the phone. Is anybody wanting a private session with me? Just go to booklaura.com, and you will get 25%. Well, you get 33% more time. You'll get a 25% discount for the time if you put radio show in the event code field. Oh, that's for you too, Cindy. I'll let you know. Yeah, and we'll be doing another show on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, coming to you. Sorry for that little commercial in the middle of your
90 seconds.
In the middle of your time. Now, in the background, you can't hear this. There's a woman's voice who comes on and keeps saying 90 seconds, 60 seconds, 5 seconds, and so I will be interrupted and I will stop and I will stutter. So just bear with me. Okay? All right. So there is a male figure for you. Okay. And let me see. Dark hair, original color. Looks like it's wavy hair.
60 seconds.
A longer, angular face. It's more of a narrow kind of face, not too narrow. Don't overinterpret the words. Very structured personality, structured life. Lived into by the way, the brown, did I say dark hair? Yeah, original color dark. I don't see it light or white right now. Doesn't mean it didn't get that way, because now I hear significant turn in his health towards the end of his life, took his life by toll. There was no waiting period before he left Earth. It was sudden. It was immediate, the transition. He says, I'm sorry that I left everyone like that. There's a sense of, well, I see him again. Everything's mixed together for some reason. I'm getting so much information that it may sound a little weird to you, so just bear with me, honey. I'm trying to filter it through.
10 seconds.
But I see a narrowness to the build. Okay, I don't see a fat person. He's a slender person, a very smart individual, very kind person, very outgoing temperament. And I don't know why he's giving me this weird image. Hold on 1 second. What do you mean by that? So anyway, there's a suddenness to transition. Now, from everything I've said, can you identify with this person, please?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also the color green around him, as if green is a significant color for the family or maybe ethnicity or something like that. Usually green means Irish or he's saying English ancestry. Do you understand that ancestry line, please?
I'm half Irish.
Okay.
He wasn't.
You aren't? Okay, you are. All right. That's fine. There's also a few other things going on. He says, I like that half of you, the Irish half. Okay, very well. He says, you're very funny. You, Cindy, you're a very funny person. You have a great sense of humor. We always got along well together. He's laughing now and carrying on. I don't know why he's saying these things, honey. I'm not interpreting. I'm just giving you a stream of consciousness as he gives them to me, and he's very fast. Okay, so let's just try to go through it all. It looks like there's down the family line, there's a son for him. I said he was did I say he was a father figure? I think I did. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Cindy? Okay. So there's a son under him, not just you. Okay, if it is your father. Son under you, he says you had a great sense of humor. He says the two of you got along really well together. Would you agree that that is for you, who you're thinking of? Would you agree those things are correct, please?
Yeah.
Okay, and would you understand that he has a son also, please?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a very kind and loving person. He thanks you, okay, for taking care of everything. After he left, it was really difficult on the family. He says, you stepped up to the plate and took care of everything. He says, I love you very much for the high level of responsibility and the way you held everything together for everyone. He says, you are the best and the most kind individual in humanity on earth ever to be known, seen, or heard. You held it up for everyone, my beautiful child, and I give you a big kiss and a hug for that. I want you to know I'm fine. In the lilies of the valley, in the place of heaven from earth. I don't know why he's saying this, but I will give you exactly what I hear. I'm fine in the lilies of the valley, in the heaven of earth. He says, I've not left any of you nor a heartbeat. You are all with me, and I am with you every day and every night. Don't feel I've left you for a moment, because I have not. And around him there is also a dog, and this dog looks like medium-sized to larger, looks like caramel-colored short fur with a flatter face, dark fur on the face, but the body's more caramel-colored. Would you understand that dog, please?
No.
Would you understand anybody you know that had a dog like that, please? Like a bull. It's like a boxer. Looks like a boxer.
No.
Okay. Well, then hold on to that. Maybe hold on to that thought. Let's see what happens. Maybe in the next few days you might be hearing something about that. Okay? Yeah, because it was very clear, and I wouldn't get it if it wasn't clear. Did the family have any dogs?
They did, but it was a little Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu. Okay, the Shih Tzus have long fur, right, love? They have long fur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flat face. Can be many different colors. All right. Well, this is the dog I saw. I'm holding firm on it. And I'm holding fast on it. So let's see if maybe one of your friends loses a dog, or you may hear about a dog that somebody lost and you weren't aware of it. But anyway, he shows me that dog also for further validation. And again, back to this color green, which is significant. We already know for you in some way because you're half Irish. And something about an emerald. Hold on. Emeralds and flowers that you hold in your hair. I don't know. It's not coming clearly, that message. Did you do anything for St. Patty's Day?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Mm.
No, I had to work.
Oh, all right. Well, you avoided a hangover anyway, so there's the good side of that. Let me see if there's anything else I could give you. Okay, hold on. All right, there's like a G name, like a George or something, or John name that also pops in around this. I don't know if you know anyone with that name. Anything else, Dad, you want to say? Just take care of yourself, honey, he says to you. Take care of yourself, and I love you very, very much. There's something about flowers. He says, put the rose in your hair that I gave you. I know that makes no sense, but there's something about flowers and putting them in your hair and roses and all of this that he keeps going on about. So I'm just going to leave you with that. I have no idea, but maybe it will make sense to you later. Okay, Cindy?
Okay.
All right, honey.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Have a beautiful, blessed evening, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and I look forward to doing this with you again on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk